Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. We probably have enough energy right now to make another card. We have a lot of water and a lot of fire, but I kind of really want to meet Dahlia, and I'm happy with the cards we have right now, so I'm going to invite Dahlia over. Let's meet her. Oh, she flies in on a little sword. Right, because she's the huntress, isn't she? Fortuna! And she's got swords in her hair. Oh, that's so cool. Fortuna! It's me, Dahlia! Fortuna! It's really you! I can't believe it! I'm so happy to see you. What's up? Tell me what you've done these past few hundred years. Come on! 2 fucking centuries. Can you believe it? That fucking Idana. I swear to you she's gonna pay. Haha, slow down, please. I'm sorry. I can't believe I'm finally speaking to you again. So, bring me up to speed. There's nothing much to tell, actually. It's been boring as hell here. I almost lost it, or maybe I did lose it. I don't really know anymore. I wouldn't be able to stay locked up and isolated for so long, I'm telling you. I would have gone after Idana to kill or be killed. I wish I had your strength. What are you saying? You're stronger than me. 200 years by yourself and you're still standing? I don't know anyone stronger than you. That's another kind of strength too, I guess. But I envy you, ready to go out with a bang. Not with a whimper like me. But you didn't go yet, girl. I'm sure you've got plenty of pent-up energy ready to get back at the universe whenever you regain your freedom. Actually, I've been crafting my own divination deck. What? What do you mean, crafting? You're making the cards and all? Yes, that's exactly it. I summon images from dominions of the cosmos for the backgrounds. Then I summon images of cosmic arcana and energy symbols. And I compose the design of the card with them. The meaning of the cards vary depending on which elements and energies I combine. That sounds crazy cool. It is crazy cool, Dahlia. I'm having so much fun doing it. Show me your favorite card. Well, the deck is still too green. I need to make a lot of cards. It doesn't matter. Show me your favorite so far. My favorite so far. I mean, just looking at the compositions. I mean, I really like the ideas behind this one. This one looks the nicest, I think. But I think this one is really cool. And this is your domain, isn't it, Dahlia? So I'm going to show you this one, Sand Petals. Whoa, Sand Petals. What a name for a card. And I love the art. This is already cooler than your old tarot deck. What does this card mean? These cards are harder to summarize than the tarot ones. For example, this one can mean authority, sabotage, adversity, temptation, rejection, bad omen. Whoa, and how do you know which meaning to pick when you draw one? Context and instinct. And you never doubt yourself? How can you tell you're not making it all up? It's natural to second guess yourself when you're a student of the divinatory arts. But I left that phase behind long ago. Back when I was a mortal girl. A prediction of mine has never failed to happen, not a single time. I even foretold that humans would leave Earth and start conquering their solar system. Wow, okay, so that's a direct reference to our time on Earth that we looked at in the last episode. So that is indeed the precursor to this witch stuff. She was a mortal girl before... A mortal girl with sisters and friends before she became a witch. Cool. And I did this almost a century before it happened. Shit, that's amazing. Read the cards for me, please. Sure, but don't you want to catch up first? This is catching up. Show me what you've got. Okay, what do you want to ask the deck? Oh, I want to know how you've been for these 2 centuries. Huh? I can tell you that myself. I don't think you can. We witches lie to ourselves by nature. I bet I'm not the only one that will learn things about Fortuna with this reading. That's very interesting. I accept with one condition. We look into your past, too. I'm in. We've got ourselves into a divination face-off. I don't know how you manage to draw me into these situations every time. The cosmos brought me here to make you all feel alive. What can I say? Let's do this. Okay. This definitely feels like it's describing introspection, yearning, passion, power. That sounds like it's describing how Fortuna has been doing. Locked up and isolated for all these centuries. I resent you and Jasmine? No. Oh. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't think this is true. I mean, this kind of has the connotation of leaving behind loved ones, but I don't know. It also has to do with, like, painful truths and, like, looking for change. So, yeah, ooh, that's hard. But I'm gonna choose this one. When I couldn't deal with the anxiety, I hurt and disfigured myself beyond recognition, then patched myself back with a regeneration spell. This is so strange, I can't see a thing. I have never tried to read into my own past. Maybe I'm not supposed to. Oh, what a bummer. I'm sorry, I've got nothing. We can call off the reading about your past if you want. Nah, a deal's a deal. Do your worst. Okay, so I think Fortuna was telling the truth there. She just didn't want to share it. Okay, sand pebbles. Secret passions, curses, jealousy, and angst. Okay. You forged a Jinn dagger to kill Idana, but you got cold feet in the end. A permanent wound that is going to kill you in about 90 years. Ooh. Wow. So I'm thinking killing Idana or falling in love with a demon. Because, I mean, this directly relates to the White Sands. And the man knows about passions and jealousy, so I like this one. You fell in love with the demon of the White Sands, and you're keeping a relationship hidden from the Coven. Hey, that's too personal. Don't ask me to read into your past, then. I love them, and no one will stop me. Last time I checked, it wasn't illegal to romance supernatural beings. But it's shameful. They're my prey. I make a living out of hunting demons. What's everybody gonna think? Come on, take it easy. You're the most valued daggersmith of the Coven. You're a valuable asset for many other covens, even. So what makes my relationship valid is that it doesn't affect my performance. Is that it? No, I'm sorry. Of course not. You can love whoever you want. I was just trying to comfort you by pointing out no one's gonna really care, beyond the usual gossip. And your friends are gonna be here for you no matter what. Thank you. You're not wrong. Maybe I'll drop my guard and stop being so secretive about my relationship. You can't experience a romance to the fullest if you aren't proud of it. Whoa, you talk like you've got a good deal of experience. You finally meet someone? I don't. It's alright, I know that you don't do relationships. It was good advice in any case. Ooh, I have so much blue. So much water. Would you like to ask anything else? Maybe. Nah, that's enough fortune telling for today, I think. I gotta hand it to you, this new deck is something else. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. Can't wait to witness what you do once you reach your full potential. It's gonna be scary for sure. By the way, I have a favor to ask you that. I don't know if it's gonna be too much. Hey, I'd do anything for you. Whatever you need, Dahlia. The thing is that the favor isn't for me. That's why I'm hesitating to ask. A good friend of mine is in a bit of trouble, and having just seen how amazing your new deck is, I wonder if you could help her. What happened? Her name is Gretha. She is a witch architect. She mostly works asteroids and wandering moons into temples. She's a pretty young witch, joined the coven around 130 years ago, so you wouldn't know her. But she's the purest. I'm sure you'll love her. Sure, I'd love to meet her, but stop beating around the bush. What happened? You must promise you won't tell anyone. I promise. She tried to summon a behemoth. What? How could she do that? I would never. I can relate. Let's not play stupid. But let's not be too honest either, because we do want to get back to the coven, don't we? Wow, that's like super illegal, isn't it? Indeed. That's why we need to keep all this from Idana's ears. If the coven learns about it, they'll tear Gretha to pieces. Last time I checked, the punishment was cosmic erasure. What's your stance on this? That I want to protect my friends, of course. Happy to hear that. What kind of behemoth did Gretha try to summon? Well, to protect me from its influence, she didn't give me many details. Gretha tried to summon a builder behemoth to help her craft a special altar out of a titan skull, or something like that. But since she's an architect, their essences were so similar, the behemoth got entangled with her own being. They fused. She hasn't even let me see her since the summoning went awry. Oh my, this sounds grave. She's desperate, that's why I'm coming to you. Your deck may be the only hope for her at this point. She can't stay hidden from the coven forever, and when they find out, I don't even want to think about it. I'll help her. I'll do everything in my power, I promise. Thank you, Fortuna. I must go now. I'll tell Grethe to write to you, and thank you for the reading. You're the best, and I love you, and I'm so happy to have you back. Me too, Dahlia. See you soon. What a heartwarming reunion. I didn't take you for the intense friendship kind of character. It's all because of them. They're just too good and don't mind bearing with a weirdo like me. Don't sell yourself short. I'd say you're still the most interesting of the lot. I'm sure they experience the same kind of attraction I feel towards you. Come on, stop buttering me up. I'm not that charismatic. I wouldn't say it's charisma. It's something more primal, like how mortals can't avoid staring at a flame. You woke up poetic today, huh? Say, who do you like best, Jasmine or Dahlia? What kind of childish question is that? I am not going to answer that. Indulge me. I'm not asking this just to annoy you. As your mentor, I consider this an important introspection exercise. It'll make your divination better. Don't pretend to be all wise now. I know for a fact that you just enjoy spilling the tea. I'll give you a cop-out option even. Come on, just play along. Who do you like best, Jasmine, Dahlia, or me? I mean, me, Mars, as the player, I'm always going to be partial to characters like Jasmine with the glasses and the freckles, but I think I'm going to say Dahlia because her personality seems more aligned with the, like, not the outgoing and loud part necessarily, but the vicious huntress aspect seems more aligned with what Fortuna would value. So I'll say Dahlia. I won't take a cop-out. That seems lame. Dahlia. Oh, and why do you like Dahlia best? She's just too sexy. Her powerful attitude makes me feel safe. That's what I'm thinking. Her confidence grants her an unbreakable aura. You're right. I love strong witches. Wouldn't mind having been summoned by her, I tell you. Me neither. Haha, what? Haha, nothing. Well, thanks for indulging me. I swear to you that this isn't gratuitous. I have my ways of mentoring, even if you find them ludicrous. As long as you help me through my exile, you can be as silly as you want. At your service. What's your plan now? I think I'll make some cards while I wait for a familiar from the architect, Gretha. Good, let's build that deck. Okay, let's make another card. And I'll take a sip of tea, because I've been talking for a while. Okay, let's just jump right into it. Probably want to do something with a lot of water, because we have a lot of that to spare. We could do Rebirth, the Red Strings Club, Reading into Souls. How about, during the last war before the Age of Witches, the ancients pierced these lands so deep, the planet is always bleeding lava. The first witches tried to heal this dominion by covering it with the tears of water deities. The waters of Javlana Payash Jyothi are forever boiling. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm not sure what language that's drawing from. Rituals performed using salt from these waters grant access to the most profound emotions. Alright. Putting myths from other dimensions into mortal minds. We could have an ever-burning passion. Grasping the blur of ideas. We could have the dominatrix. That's all about, like, power and lust and whatnot. I don't think that fits with the domain we've chosen. Pyre for the heretic. Witch burning. We need more earth. More earth energy. So we could use the bartender, have him, like, dredging up deep emotions from people. Or maybe the sidereal lovers. Maybe the wolf mother and children. She adopts orphaned magical creatures. I feel like the sidereal lovers kind of fits with this card, though. A goddess in love with a sidereal snake. An ever-burning passion that shatters the fabric of the void. Sure. And lastly, let's use up some more of our water. Whatever secrets you confess, the Minister of Secrets will keep anyone from spreading it. The spell will break if the eel dies. That kind of works. The Unshed Tears of the Dead. I kind of like this one. Like, we have this deep well of energy and emotion. So this woman is trapped there with her snakes that she loves. Let's have her by the volcano spewing ash. Have her kind of floating here. The snake is, like, biting her head. We could have her floating above the jug. Let's bring this forward. Is the eel supposed to be, like, inside the jug? The eel and a piece of the snake's tail are inside the jug. Yeah, I like that. The eel is kind of completed by a piece of the snake. So, the truth of her love is a secret that is only shared beneath these deep waters of emotion. And if the eel dies, her secret will be out, or something like that. I don't know. I'm making up nonsense. Let's have a bit of tail coming out here. Over her feet? Sure. What's this one called? Blood pressure. The ever-boiling sea of tears grants access to the most profound emotions in need of finding a partner, a pain that can beget isolation. The minister of secrets veils the inner truths of the heart. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. So it's all about love and inner truths of the heart. Introspection, yearning, passion, power. I think that's all things that are shared with that lethargy card. Yeah, but I don't know. I like it. It means slightly different things to me. Still no familiars in your window. What shall we do meanwhile? I don't know. Just wait. It's okay. Bummer. I'm eager for some action. What do you do to kill time? You must be an expert at it. Usually I just drop myself on the bed and feel sorry for myself. But when my mood allows for it, I study or enjoy some interactive fiction. I've accumulated quite a backlog, and going through it had a lot of weight in keeping me sane during exile. Oh, fiction. I'm not a fan of fiction. The universe is already a great purveyor of stories. But you go ahead and do some reading. I'll look at the stars or something. Yeah, I might. Okay. What to do? Let's study. Alright, what do we have here? Excerpt of On the Four Elements by which you, Inya. I'm not usually a fan of, oh, we put a little side story in your main story. That just feels like a distraction from the game that I came here to play, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll read those on screen, at least. If I'm forced to, then sure, but I'm more interested in studying, the lore of this universe. For the initiate, the fact that magic is reduced to 4 elements may strike them as an oversimplification. But the building blocks of our universe are simple. No matter what taxonomy you develop to understand reality, it always fits within the 4 elements. Even if you reject anything astral and focus on material things, reality can be divided into 4 elements: gas, air, liquid, water, solid, earth, and energy, fire. In a more philosophical sense, you can dissect anything by analyzing its where, earth, when, air, why, water, and how, fire. You can even pick apart the most mundane things by these rules. For instance, a stone. Its air will reveal to you how it affects its environments, what the social preconceptions are about it, or how much time it has been standing there. Its water will allow you to access its potential to become poetry. The reason this stone and no other ended up in this particular place, or what its initial form was before erosion shaped it in that way. Its earth demonstrates what the stone is made of, how good it would be as part of a wall, or even what kinds of carvings you could work onto it. Its fire tells its potential to cause harm, how easy it would be to break it apart, or how coveted that stone could be. As you see, the 4 elements open up the gates of thought to infinite modes of analysis. Can I go back now? Okay, now there's a familiar. It looks like there might be a couple, actually. Ooh. Oh, there's a spider and a birdie. Hello, Fortuna. My name is Gretha. I am a witch architect. I believe our common friend Dahlia told me about my situation. I need the maximum of discretion regarding this matter, so I'd rather talk about the rest in person if you are willing to have me. Who's the spider? Which Fortuna? My friend Jasmine is always talking about you, and she just told me you're allowed to receive visitors now. Congratulations. Sorry for contacting you so abruptly, but I think your divinatory arts could help me regarding a thing with a personal project, and I'm in a bit of a desperate situation. Since I'm friends with... I like Dahlia more than Jasmine, because I'm a jerk. I'm gonna address Grethe's thing first. Oh, she's floating in on one of those Titan heads. Ooh, look at her face. That's so cool. Welcome, Gretha. Hi, Fortuna. Thanks for having me. Dahlia, fill me in briefly on your situation. Not that it isn't obvious just by looking at me, huh? Yeah, it looks bad. Let me say it out loud anyway, for the sake of therapy. I've got a behemoth fused with me. Okay, yeah, that does kind of look like Abramar. How does it feel? Whoa, never thought I'd get that question. The few who know assume it's just fucked up, I guess. But if we're talking feelings here, it doesn't feel bad at all, actually. I mean, aesthetically, it's terrible. But it doesn't hurt, and I can sort of communicate with the behemoth at an abstract level. If anything, I feel more powerful. Well, glad to hear you're not suffering in any case, but it isn't worth it. Firstly, because summoning a behemoth could well get me executed. But more importantly, I want my cute cheekbone back. Your one cheekbone is very cute. You look like you have good bone structure under the monster on your face. Looks like an important loss, yes. So, do you think you can help me? If there's a way to cure you, my deck will find it. But I need to know more about you first. Mind if I ask some questions? Of course. Ask away. Why summon a behemoth? This isn't an easy topic for me to discuss. Not because of the behemoth, that part is pretty straightforward. I wanted to build a temple out of the skull of a titan of the quarry. The harder the material, the more powerful the altar. And those skulls, they resist carving in a supernatural way. I tried every method I know, and when I ran out of options, I resorted to forbidden magic. Why are you so desperate to build that shrine? That's the sensitive issue. I'm looking for meaning. Meaning? I know it's an unanswerable question. Or a question that hasn't been answered yet, if I want to put it optimistically. The meaning of life. I feel silly just saying it out loud. Why? Why? Everybody thinks about it now and then. Yeah, but I'm, obsessed with it. I can't ignore the question. Maybe she's a little less prim and proper than I assigned her voice, but I'm gonna stick with it. You're a fortune teller. You should be aware that there is something more out there. The book where everything is written. Is there someone writing us? Is this just a simulation? Does the universe actually exist? Or is it nothing but a figment of my imagination? Do you stop existing when I'm not looking at you? Are we all protagonists? Do we have a purpose? Okay, I get you. Am I missing out on some cosmic truth? Was there something before this universe? Why isn't everybody else obsessed with these same questions? Grethe. I'm sorry. I keep spiraling out of control. I can't stand being by myself because I keep returning to these ideas again and again. I've built countless thought shrines looking for answers. And as I dig deeper, I only find more and more questions. I haven't slept in the last century. That's why I summoned the behemoth. Carpe diem is not an option for me. I'm stuck in cogito ergo sum. I'm a witch, for fuck's sake. If not us, who is supposed to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos? Why did I ascend? Why couldn't I stay an oblivious Boston architect? You know, the cards aren't only made for predicting things. They are also an excellent tool for meditation. I'd be happy to help you on your quest. Really. Of course. If the two of us manage to get out of our predicaments, I'll certainly join you on one of your Skull Temple meditations. Who knows what we might find channeling the power of your shrines through my deck. That makes my heart race. Yes, please, let's dissect the cosmos together. What's your predicament, though? I'm exiled, forced to remain on this asteroid. Let's leave it at that for now. Okay. I promise I'll help you be free, in any way I can. Partners? She moves a little fast. I just met you, Gretha. I don't know if after decades of isolation, I'm ready to go into any kind of relationship, be it platonic, partnership, romantic, whatever. I don't think I'm ready to just be like, yes, we're besties now. So I'm going to say let's focus on your case first. Absolutely. I can't help getting ahead of myself whenever I find a new lead. It's all right. Now, another question. Tell me more about being a witch architect. Okay. Grethe talks a lot. I need another sip of tea. Wait. What do you say we make this a conversation instead of an interrogation? It's not an interrogation, it's an interview. And besides, I'm not that interesting. Come on, Fortuna. All witches are interesting. And you're the only fortune teller in our coven. Dahlia speaks highly of you, too. I'm dying to know more. You have this special aura that makes me feel challenged. You're so intimidating. The adrenaline is making me feel alive just being in your presence. Thanks? That's what you wanted, Fortuna. Why do you sound like you're not happy about that? What do you want to know anyway? What is it that drives you? Freedom. But that's circumstantial. I mean, ultimately, what makes your life worth living? What is it that drives you? Curiosity. Curiosity? I'd say that's my raison d'etre too. Interesting. I feel like you're using me for your cosmic studies. Well, I can't miss the chance to pick apart such a wonderful being. It's all right, bring it on. Thank you so much for indulging me. I am truly enjoying this, though. Glad you're having a good time. My turn now? Sure. Ask away. Tell me about being a witch architect. It's a made-up title, to be honest. I've never encountered another witch who defined herself as an architect, at least. A pioneer, then. I just like to build things. I was also an architect when I was a mortal. But being able to design and execute projects by yourself is way better than overseeing years of development. And all the bureaucracy. Ugh. I'm sure that I ascended out of pure stress. Plus, using magic to avoid having to deal with the laws of physics sure is a perk. Sounds like a pain building things on Earth. You bet. I was one of those people who preferred playing Minecraft in creative mode. I've never played Minecraft. I'm sorry. I prefer story mode to creative mode in most games, honestly. I'm enjoying the card building aspect of this, but I'm glad it's not the whole game. Minecraft? That may have come after your time. You come from Earth too, right? When did you ascend? 1968. Oh my goodness. Were food trucks really around in 1968? That sounds a bit wrong. Whoa, I was born in the year 2000 and ascended in 2032. Were you a hippie? Not really, but I met a lot of them. I owned a food truck and visited a lot of events. I guess so. Had a side business reading tarot, too. That sounds really cool. Glad to know you're not one of those medieval witches. I can't stand them. Yeah, they're so uptight. So, Fortuna, tell me. What are your thoughts on relationships? You asking me if I'm single? No, silly. But are you? Yes. Cool. What I mean is, what are your thoughts on romantic relationships? I got that, Gretha. Some people can't live without them, some others don't want them at all. I'm curious where you stand on that. What are your thoughts on relationships? So, like, me, as the person playing, would say desirable and enjoyable, but Fortuna is written to me as not aromantic necessarily. I don't think I would go all the way for this one, but I would say cool but overrated. That's where her meter is falling for me. Yeah, I agree. Actively looking for one can be pretty futile and frustrating. Better to leave that in the hands of the cosmic wheel. Yep. Okay, your turn again. Ask away. What do you like to do in your free time? I spend most of my time on my project. But on the rare occasion when I'm burned out, I like to read. I read essays and arcane texts. Mostly philosophy, so I guess I don't ever really rest. Well, I do enjoy taking extremely long baths. Even then, I can't stop thinking. I'm cursed by my never-ending quest for illumination. Have you met Jasmine? I haven't, although Dahlia speaks about her often. Why? She may have something to help you get your mind off things. Jasmine's specialty is tea craft. She's helped me through many difficult times. Cool. Which drugs? More or less. But without the drawbacks of the substances produced by mortals. I'll try anything. Hook me up. I'll let her know. Do you value personal over collective well-being? Whoa, what a thing to spurt out of the blue. What's more important, yourself or the community, yourself or the universe? And I won't accept any compromise on this one. Ultimately, should you have to choose, what should the priority be, the individual or the group? Again, I'm role-playing. I would say everyone, but Fortuna seems a little self-centered, so I'm going to say oneself. Even if that has a negative impact on the universe? Yes, what's the point in existing if not to be happy? I get your point. I put a lot of thought into this too. Reality is a construct after all. Why be miserable if everything's going to vanish as soon as we're unplugged from the cosmos? Happiness can come from making others happy. You need to be lucky enough that it does for you, though. True. I guess there's not a definitive right answer for this one. More questions? Ask away. Okay, so, Gretha, giving me neurodivergent vibes. Like, I don't necessarily know if this is some combination, her mind constantly racing, always looking for knowledge, burning out, and not being able to focus on anything besides her work. If that's a combination of autism and ADHD, or maybe she's just very type A, I don't know for sure. But for this playthrough, I'm pinpointing Gretha as my autistic character. Okay, that aside, I'm gonna say, what are your thoughts on Adana? Oh, time to talk about the boss? I guess neither of us has a lot of sympathy for her, right? I'm not super happy with having been sentenced to 1,000 years of isolation, no. And you? I summoned a behemoth. I think that speaks for itself when it comes to my respect for authority. I didn't mind her before, though. She's always let me focus on my project. But now that I know she'll have me executed if she discovers what I did, I have to get rid of either this behemoth or Adana. Whoa, heavy words. What? I'm not keen on being erased, at least not before I've finished my quest for knowledge. I understand. Look, I understand we need some rules to ensure the stability of the Coven, but I can't possibly agree with these arbitrary punishments. Under no circumstances should a witch ever be sentenced to death or exile. There's an extra shirt there. If someone made some bad decisions, they need guidance and forgiveness. We're supposed to be a family, not the army. I couldn't agree more. We need to construct instead of prosecute. I hear you. Fortuna. I feel like I'm ready to get my fortune read. Yes, me too. Shall we? I imagine that the main topic here is how to deal with that behemoth of yours. Yes, please. Also, I'd like to ask about my personal quest while we're at it. I doubt a single card will allow me to finally untangle the meaning of life and the cosmos, but maybe not. But I'm sure it'll be able to point you in the right direction. Yes, the quest for knowledge is about asking questions from as many angles as possible. And your deck is one I haven't tried yet. Keep these questions in mind while I shuffle the deck. Alright, so we're pulling the Whistle Path. We're pulling that one quite a lot. Okay. Stir luck and call for the unexpected. I mean, leadership, purpose, justice, predestination, luck. I feel like this is about, like, leadership and proclaiming things, and I kind of feel like Gretha wants knowledge for herself, not necessarily for anyone else. She's not collecting this knowledge to share it necessarily, although I don't think she's selfish. She is doing it for her own personal enlightenment. So I'm kind of curious to see what the Whistle Path has to say about the behemoth. Conquer them. Embrace them. I could get some more earth by doing this. So the Whistle Path. This is kind of the unexpected route, so... No, I feel like this is about, like, proclaiming your intentions and, you know, I think this would be unexpected on the behemoth's part. The behemoth would be surprised to be intimidated. So... yeah, I'm gonna say, conquer them. The behemoth is feeding on your fear. Stop being afraid. It's your turn to intimidate them. Easier said than done. But I like the idea of turning myself into the scary one. If the deck suggests it, it's because it's possible. And you certainly have a great deal of presence. You think so? Oh, you absolutely do, Gretha. Come on, look at yourself. The question now is how to intimidate a behemoth. They might seem all otherworldly, but they're fools the same as us. How do you know that? Oh, clairvoyance. Okay. Alright, we got some earth, that's good. We have more options when crafting decks. Okay. Let's see, what does this one mean? The ever-boiling sea of tears grants access to the most profound emotions. Finding a partner, a pain that can beget isolation. Okay. So, request for knowledge. You will never untangle the meaning of life, but your work will allow others to reach it. The minds of others. Spend more time with other people to find progress. Break even more rules. No, I don't think that has to do. This sounds like it makes sense with the card. It's all about, like, wanting to connect with others. So, the meaning of life lies within the minds of others. Spend more time with other people to find progress. I don't have the patience for that. I find most interactions to be pointless. Thank you. I don't mean you, silly. I'm enjoying this. I get easily bored of company for the sake of company. I need stimulus in my life. Interesting, important conversations. But maybe that's the point I'm missing? Wasting time playing around? I guess ideas need to be pollinated. A lonely mind can run out of ideas, become sterile. Exposure to other lifestyles and philosophies can challenge my frame of mind. It makes a lot of sense. You've helped me a great deal, Fortuna. Thank you. My pleasure. Do you want to look into anything else? No, thank you. You've given me some ideas about how to get rid of this behemoth. I'll do some research on my side too. Cool, let's meet again soon to teach this bastard a lesson. Looking forward to it. See you soon! She's fun, I like her. Alright. Looks like behemoths are in, Abramar says. Okay. I am going to end it here, I think. I gotta get to work now. But I'm having so much fun with this game. The characters are so much fun. I'm so glad I'm finally getting the chance to meet more of them. God, creating cards is so fun. And, like, interpreting them myself. I love, like, open-ended, kind of creative quests in games like that. So I think I'm going to end it here, though. Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that. Like, I was thinking of continuing. I already said I was going to end it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm a little worried about having to do this studying and interactive fiction stuff. I'd rather just have conversations and make cards, but you know, I'm having so much fun. I'm so glad I decided to play this game and let's play it, even though it's rather vulgar. But yeah. I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood.